And we're back.
And we're back.
All right.
So you would hope a cop...
You would hope a cop would say something like protecting people, or something
Power
along
source.
that
You gotta
line.
go get another one.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta go back up there.
Until I am mobile, I will assist you.
All right.
But no, you know what he said? He says he misses the feeling of punching people in the face.
Wow.
All right, and I understand my uncle, he had to deal with a lot, so he saw a lot, and it's rough, because it gets rough, and he doesn't like that that's what he feels when he thinks about being a cop, and that's what he misses most, and he knows it's wrong to think that way. But he also said there was really no other way to feel because that's just the adrenaline. It's almost impossible not to get addicted to the adrenaline. So, and it's just, you know, he did it for a long time, and I bet you he was, because he went into it wanting to be a protect and serve police officer. But 25 years,
the ambush of the 9th Militia Fleet is
changes.
far off course.
Yeah, I mean, I am not surprised that especially like that much time would change how you view something like that.
Well, and it's a big deal, right, that like he didn't get paid a lot. So corruption is a huge thing. He never took money, ever, not once.
How long did you serve with Last Emotion?
Didn't make it.
Nope.
Kansas City.
Well, I
is
tried to answer the thing BT asked me, so I just
Kansas City is a horrendously corrupt town.
Where do I go?
It's
your turn because I've died.
Those kind of deaths.
I mean, I did die. Oh, I guess I just had to do that earlier. Okay. Anyway.
Kansas City is a horrendously corrupt city. Not that like everyone who's in Kansas City is corrupt, but there is still like mobs and stuff up there because it's the hub of the United States. Because all railroads go through Kansas City. Just the way it is. Can I get rid of the pistol?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have any ammo for
primary weapons.
Do what?
Do I want this weapon? Hold on.
I don't know.
Yes, I do.
I just
yeah, so it's a rough city because there is a lot of stuff going on there. And he never once accepted money, but he knew people that accepted money. But the thing is, you don't report it. Because if you report it, then you just die. They kill you.
I mean, that's...
Okay?
Yeah.
Right? And it's not worth your family getting threats, and it's not worth all this other stuff. So you just say, hey, I'm not a bad cop, but unless the FBI wants to get involved, I ain't flipping on anyone either. And I get that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I mean, you're absolutely right. I would never want to put my family in that kind of harm of like, oh, well, they might get killed in their sleep or blown up in their car because I decided to tell someone about something, which is a rough thing to say out loud.
But also the person that you rat on would never see jail time, and it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
So you do the right thing, and then all you do is get innocent people hurt. So
you get innocent people hurt, and then either thrown in jail or killed yourself.
I'm telling you, it's
a
but
rough
that's what happens
thing.
with corruption, okay? And that's why we need checks and balances. Because I'd like to say that I'd be a better person, but 99% of people aren't. So I'd like to think I'm an outlier of the statistic. But that would also, by the way, because that makes complete sense of why he would enjoy hitting criminals. Because you can't get the criminals right. You can't get some of the criminals. So the ones you do get, you want to make them suffer.
Yeah, I mean, I do understand that.
And that's a gross thing to think. But like, I understand how people could think it.
Same. And it's exactly like what you said. It's like, it's an unfortunate thing to think about, but I get it. I would hope that I wouldn't be that way, but I can understand the thought process that gets you there. Because, like, I mean, it's like you said as well. I would also like to believe that I'm one of those outliers, but you never know until you're in that situation. And if you're in that situation, you're pretty much fucked anyway.
For some reason, I thought they were the ones that...
It's fine. I killed myself twice, so you can keep going.
What a dumb way to die. I literally thought it was one, like, you hold it, and then you throw it, and then the timer starts.
I thought it, for that particular grenade, it did as well, and, let's just say both of us were wrong, and I think we found that one out pretty quickly.
Pilot, your
But yeah, I mean,
All right, fine.
I don't know.
I'll play the
this
game.
can help you survive.
I don't know.
situations.
I'd like to believe that I'm lawful good, but I also may not want to get myself killed.
Probably more of a
Or my
chaotic
family.
neutral.
Yeah.
That's not true. I'm more chaotic good.
I'm not quite sure which alignment
That's
I would
not
do.
true. I'm lawful. I'm lawful good, but every now and again, I mean, everyone changes depending on what's going on.
Well,
so.
absolutely. I mean,
Oh wait, can I finish? I was rambling
yes,
and I
yes,
died.
absolutely.
And all I want to say to end it all off, because I'm kind of. It also is me ranting on my own family a little bit. So I love my family. I love my uncle. I'll never truly understand what he's gone through because I don't think he'll ever tell us exactly everything he's ever been through.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Because
never
he's been
expect him
shot
to.
before. So one of those things. He was also served in the military. So he's been through a lot. So I can't.
Do you want to grab either of those heavy weapons?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. That's why I kept running by.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. That's why you kept running by him. I was like,
I'll
let's.
get Spitfire.
Yeah. So, as you were saying with your uncle.
Yeah, and anyone who's in that situation, right? Like, I understand why you would hate cops, and I understand... Why do I keep thinking I need to go this way? And I understand why you would adamantly defend cops, right? Because everyone knows a cop, probably. You know, there's probably the same amount of people that understand that there's been wrongdoings, or the same amount of people that know that the cops have been targeted. Because the same thing, like, I don't want to see cops gunned down in the street. I don't.
No.
That is a world I don't want to live in,
I
right?
agree, yeah.
But I don't want to live in a world where an innocent man gets gunned down for no reason.
I mean, that's
And
also fair.
I don't know. I think both things can be true at once. I think there are good cops, and I think there does need to be someone needs to take a look at it. And it's interesting because I used to not think that. Because I used to think it was pretty. Well, if you were a criminal, then why would the cops want you? But now I know
Yeah.
better. I know better. I didn't know better before, but I know better now.
Yeah, I mean, I for sure, at least parts in my life, had thought the same thing. But that's, I mean, there's also a lot of things,
All right, I gotta
like,
get a different gun.
because I don't actively, usually, should say, because it's happened on occasions, like, I don't usually have to deal with those kinds of situations and see those kinds of things happening, so it's easy to look at a situation and be like, okay, well, this one viewpoint is clearly how it is, like with the cops being like, oh, well, clearly, you know, if you're a criminal if the cops want you, right?
Who is this voice?
Well, if you don't see the people that do get targeted, it's easy to think that.
Out of sight, out of mind. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. That's
Because, I mean, I've for sure been there, and then, like, once you see it, you're kind of like, okay, shit, well, now I have to really think about it.
Signs within the end.
Because then otherwise it's willful ignorance, and that's just not a good thing.
Bullets have been ejected. There is still hope.
yeah. But I mean, if anyone wants to sound off on this stuff, I mean, I know we went from comedy to pretty heavy, and it's been 2 episodes of pretty heavy because I wanted to finish this thought about my uncle and everything.
Yeah, I mean...
But like, feel free to share, people, because I mean, I don't want to say that. All right, it's a safe space, honestly. Like, this kind of communication, even if you think what you have to say is a little out there, America is the home of the free and free speech. I believe in free speech, absolutely. Like,
Same.
I think Nazis are disgusting, and I hate white supremacy. But I would rather live in a place with true freedom and allow those people to still speak to keep my freedom. And that's not a popular opinion, and I know it's not. Because I know that everyone can look at it and look at a white supremacist and think, yeah, that doesn't need to be out there. But I don't know. I think free speech is worth it. I think
I can go
fighting for free speech is worth it.
I mean, I completely agree on the fighting for free speech is worth it, and despite how unpopular the opinion is, we should let them talk. But I think when you said the bit about that doesn't need to be out there, like, I think that's just something we can agree on, but because of the fact that it's their right to say it, we let it be out there. But I think it is fair to just say, yeah, none of that crap needs to be said.
Oh yeah, like if you come in and just say like, and like
Those drones are.
I guess I'll address it now, even though we haven't even put the videos up.
We must complete the neural.
I have immense respect for the Jewish people. They've been through so much, and there's really not been anyone in history that's been screwed over as much as the Hebrews. I mean, come on.
I mean,
It's not even. It's really not close, oppression-wise.
To proceed.
Just people don't like winners, and the Jewish culture is very much of a winning culture because they tend to be at the higher echelons of almost any society you look at. You're going to find at least a couple of people of Jewish descent. So
yeah.
and I don't know why that is, and people have speculated because they spend more time focusing on
Protocol.
what you call it, education.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. I mean, education, of course, probably has something to do with it.
Yeah, I was gonna
but-
say, I'm sure that would play a part in it. No matter,
Yeah.
no matter what the size, but it's got to be at least part of it.
But part of freedom and understanding someone's culture is also being able to laugh at stuff. That's something I've learned as a Mexican.
Hold the mission.
I'm not a Mexican. Sorry, as someone who's Hispanic, because I'm an American.
Who with Major Anderson of the SR.
That you got to be able to laugh at stuff.
I'm detecting
Sure.
incoming enemy.
Like, as much as it's funny to think that like my uncle like.
Reinitializing.
It's not funny to think that my uncle just like hit people for the fun of it, but sometimes it is funny.
Vortex shield catches incoming rounds.
Ooh,
Release.
You gotta love the frickin' giant robots that can catch bullets. Get them. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. That worked out really well, actually.
can I?
I guess right now it just wants you to use the vortex
The
shield.
acolyte pod is online. This shoulder-mounted rocket pod will lock onto multiple.
Hey, there you go. Now you can use it.
Okay,
Hold down
good.
the button. The more locks you.
But there are funny stories of him being a cop. Like he was a SWAT officer, and they like kicked the door in, and they were like, "Police," all the good stuff.
Neuralink complete.
And there was a guy like playing on a PlayStation, and he was playing. What was the one where it was undercover cops in Battlefront or Battlefield?
Battlefield Hardline.
Hardline, yeah. So the guy was playing a hardline, and he was in the middle of arresting someone while he was getting arrested. And the guy was like, "Dude, just let me save my game." And my uncle looked at him. That was Rubber Ducky Assassin again. And
That guy.
he looked at the guy's, I think it was an Xbox. And he looked at him, looked at his Xbox, looked back at him, and then he just like shot it.
Oh, come on. I mean, that's funny, but also like, come on.
The dude was a, just so people don't freak out, the dude was a
Teams on the way.
not like, oh, he sold marijuana, drug dealer. Like he sold drugs that kill people, drug dealer. Like he was cutting stuff. Like he cuts,
Marking your HUD.
he was cutting cocaine with something dangerous, or maybe he was cutting heroin with something dangerous. Like he mixed something with rat poison, was killing people. So it's fine. It's fine that my uncle shot his Xbox.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so that the context does make it a lot better.
And maybe it wasn't my uncle who shot it. Maybe it was like someone else on the SWAT team. But I remember my uncle thought it was hilarious. Because
I mean, I would think that's pretty damn funny as well. So I understand. As soon as we load in on this next
I didn't
bit.
just hit my jewel. Okay, fun topics next time on.
Catastrophe.
Oh yeah, that's our name.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Hello.